Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. People, we are here today, this fine day of days, to bask ourselves in the reality of a certain character. A character that many folks love, but honest to God, misguidedly, truly and earnestly misguidedly. A character that has failed time and time and time again throughout his entire tenure in the series called Naruto.
Believe it.
And this character is none other than Kiba. Yeah, honest to God, Kiba's Kiba's straight trash. But it's not that easy, no, hell no. Because there is someone who is alongside with Kiba in the abyss of filth, muck, grime, straight doo-doo of characters. Someone who just plain sucks, no matter how you look at it. And that character is Rock Lee. Rock Lee sucks.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Do you miss me anymore?
No.
And I don't even notice when it hurts anymore, anymore.
Let's actually start when Rock Lee was in the abyss. There was a period of time when Rock Lee was actually with everybody else on normal footing, actually on higher footing than most, because Rock Lee was loved by a lot of folks. And this, of course, is pre-time skip Rock Lee. When Rock Lee first comes to the series, he comes off the gate pretty hot, like pretty amped up. He coached Naruto and was about to handle Sasuke, if not for my guy coming in there and some of the fight. And with Rock Lee, you have the reaffirmation, I would argue, of a very strong paradigm in Naruto, with Naruto and Sasuke at that point in time. But now, more so, you have Rock Lee as well, who is kind of in Naruto's camp. And this is the notion of effort over genius. It's a very alluring concept in a general sense, where working hard and that alone, or that predominantly, can overcome any genius that someone has, or any natural talent that somebody has. So in this case, it was the natural talent of the Uchiha clan versus the hard-working, enthusiastic, very positive Rock Lee. And when my guy stops Rock Lee, we see his unbandaged hand, and Naruto could tell how much effort Rock Lee's put into his training. And then Naruto could see, okay, this guy, he's the real deal. And you can see how that affected Naruto in a very positive way. And then as we move forward into the pre-time skip, we see how Rock Lee fights against top-class ninja like Gaara, like Kimimaro. Rock Lee did have his good points to him, absolutely. But with Tsunade coming in there, being the saving grace for Rock Lee, we have the revitalization of the overly positive, work hard, effort over genius Rock Lee. And seeing Rock Lee being back in gear was really heartwarming. It was really damn dope. The same guy that had Neji, Naruto, Sasuke, these people that he acknowledged to be strong, two of them being known geniuses. In his sights, it seemed like Naruto now had an ally in this particular battle of effort versus genius. Naruto and Lee on one side, Neji and Sasuke on the other side. But still, we see how, even though he had the same mindset as Naruto, the results never really came to bear, I'd argue. In the Forest of Death, he did save and protect Sakura, but he failed to beat Dosen and the Sound Ninja. But we do give Rock Lee credit because it wasn't a one-on-one, obviously. He fought against Gaara, and even though Gaara did destroy him, it is one of the most iconic fights I can recall in anime history. Don't think there's a single person that will forget about how dope that fight was. Kimimaro did dominate Rock Lee, but then you have the introduction of the really damn dope Drunk Lee. The Drunken Fist Drunk Lee stuff was epic. It was so damn cool. But you can see how before the time skips, the seeds of hope were planted. The hope was, going into the post-time skip, that those failures that he had suffered over the entire pre-time skip would have led to tremendous success in the post-time skip.
But wait!
Wow. But reality, and quite frankly, Kishimoto had very different plans.
I'm a loser and I will always be a loser!
So in we go, hurtling into the post-time skip, carrying with us the hopes and dreams of Rock Lee. Yay, the springtime of youth. Down, really far down. I have never, again, Rock Lee, we were so hopeful going into the post-time skip. Ha! Got him! Kishimoto just said, yo, Naruto fans, yo, Rock Lee fans.
In the match.
Oh no!
Kishimoto gave all of the Rock Lee fanboys and fangirls, the little kids wearing Rock Lee costumes at Halloween's, the clothesline from hell. And that was that. So we start off this spectacular journey with Rock Lee hopes and dreams, with Rock Lee fighting his own clone in the Kazekage Rescue Mission arc. It's both in the anime and in the manga. There was that group fight beforehand with the group against Kisame, a 30% Kisame, and during that group fight, Rock Lee looks pretty mid, as in like Rock Lee kind of sucks.
He said it! He said it!
Kinda sucks, honestly. Neji, Rock Lee, and Tenten are put into water prison jutsus, and Neji is the one to break out of that once Might Guy starts going hard. Rock Lee's only one-on-one fight in the entire post-time skip. When someone asks me, hey Cole, what's the saddest thing in Naruto? Most folks are focused on certain moments, like Jiraiya's death, or Pain's death, or when Hinata tried to save Naruto, or when Neji beat Hinata during the Chunin exams, stuff like that. The saddest thing in Naruto isn't a moment. It is the lack thereof of many moments that should have existed for a very prominent character in the pre-time skip. That is the saddest thing in Naruto. And keep in mind that the post-time skip is significantly longer than the pre-time skip. The entire series is 700 chapters long. The pre-time skip is 245 chapters long. The post-time skip is 455 chapters long. And even then, Rock Lee only gets one-on-one fight. And for the remainder of the post-time skip, what we have for our good old boy Lee is Guy's team not taking part in the entire Pain Invasion arc. Lee gets knocked out by Sakura during the I can't. Salute, man. Oh, man. You can't make this up, dude. You can't. Sucker. That's actually probably the biggest L in Naruto. I don't think Kiba. Oh my god! Yo! Oh man! Oh. And then the fourth Ninja War, his crowning things were clashing against Haku with my guy, cutting Madara in half, which a lot of folks wanked. Oh my god, Lee's back! Stop, are you nuts? With Naruto's chakra and my guy's assistance, he's able to kick or punch Madara in half. Relax, that's nothing. If my guy had kicked Kiba, Kiba's doing the same thing. Hinata's doing the same thing. And then, when the 6th gate to watch my guy fight against Madara. Oh, then also, he did throw the kunai, the Thunder God kunai, to help my guy against Madara, and then Minato comes in there and he removes the orbs out of the way. That's all Rock Lee has in the entire post-time skip. Again, the vast majority of the series. The seeds that were set for Rock Lee in the pre-time skip never bloom in the post-time. Not a single one of them bloom. It's a horrible harvest. Like one of the worst harvests you can ever imagine. The seeds were there. They were clearly planted. And none come to bloom, not a single one of them. The Drunken Fist stuff, gone, out of the way. No real solo one-on-one challenges. This fight right here is the only fight that Rock Lee wins in the entire series. Very important thing here, even his rivals are making tremendous gains, while Rock Lee still just sucks. Rock Lee is a Genin in the pre-time skip, like everyone else. He's a Chunin into the post-time skip. He made average gains, just like I think Hinata, Ino, Choji, and so on. But again, his peers, his rivals, in his mind, were the geniuses. With effort and effort alone, you can overcome genius. Well, the other geniuses, Naruto and Sasuke actually, are otherworldly powerful compared to Rock Lee. It is not even close how weak he is compared to Kid Jesus and Moses Jr. It is insane. And then, not even that, Gaara, the guy who was in lockstep with Rock Lee for Rock Lee's tenure in the pre-time skip, Gaara hops into the post-time skip as Kazekage. Rock Lee is still he's a Chunin, bruh! He's a Chunin, bruh! The man in the 4th grade Ninja War is leading the army, the Alliance Army, Kazekage Gaara. And then finally, the lowest of his rivals, Neji Hyuga. Neji is a Jonin. It's a smack in the face. It's a smack in the face to not just Rock Lee's character, to Rock Lee's whole being. That's how bad it is. Rock Lee, so he does nothing himself in the entire post-time skip to show how much really effort matters. And then the guys that are making gains, Naruto, Sasuke, Neji, again, Jonin, Kazekage Gaara, it's like, come on. And then it gets worse. Because, well, first of all, actually, when it comes to the whole pairing thing in Naruto, even in that sense, he failed. We know that he wanted Sakura, but of course, that was never gonna happen, obviously. So you have, of course, Hinata, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, Tenten, who may be Metal Lee's mom. I don't know if it's confirmed or not at this point in time in Boruto. I have no idea. But Tenten was all about Neji. At times in filler in Naruto, there were moments where Rocky was even dreaming about Sakura. Like he would beat Neji, he would beat Naruto, then he would dream about Sakura coming out there and just hugging Rocky. Oh my god, Lee, smooch, smooch. And in comes Sasuke. Oh my god! It wouldn't surprise me the slightest if Rock Lee had an open relationship with his wife, which is why we don't know who she is in Boruto. She's off elsewhere. She's probably in the Cloud Village, you know? Oh, man. She's probably in the Cloud Village, bro.
Well then.
Oh man, Rock Lee. Woo! Raikage is old. His stamina game may be lacking nowadays, but that speed and power makes up for it absolutely. I get that right tone armor, I guarantee. Yo, this is crazy. This is some crazy NTR fanfic stuff. My god. Even from that standpoint, he failed as well when it comes to pairing stuff. But even beyond all of that, Naruto in the pre-time skip, I would argue, was in Rock Lee's camp. In the post-time skip, you can't say that. Because in the post-time skip, the genius component, you can argue applies to Rock Lee in a way, to even Naruto in a way. But they're not like complete, known, recognized geniuses as, let's say again, as Sasuke or Neji. But the fate aspect changes that entirely. Naruto and Sasuke, their beings, spit in the face of Rock Lee's being. Much harder than Gaara, much harder than Neji. Rock Lee's rivals in the past are fated by soul, by prophecy, to be something that Rock Lee can't even fathom being. Chapter 671 is the prima example of this, where we find out, okay, Indra Soul Sasuke, Ashura Soul Naruto, the prophecy of a kid with blue eyes leading all the tail beasts, or being friends with all the tail beasts. It's like, dude, how is effort supposed to beat that? The answer is simple, it doesn't. It doesn't. Every prophecy about Sasuke and Naruto is correct. Mainly the one about them being able to save the world. The children of the prophecy. Rock Lee, no hope. No hope whatsoever. And honestly, there's one more thing. From all the things I mentioned before, he clearly sucks. It's not necessarily his fault, but it's how Kishimoto decided to write the other main characters, his rivals. If Rock Lee was at least a Jonin going into the post-time skip, you could say, okay, well, we're seeing the genius Neji, and we're seeing the hardworking, mainly effort alone Rock Lee. They're kind of competing in a sense. And then the fate stuff brings Sasuke and Naruto to a whole new level. Obviously, fair enough, fine. Again, Moses Jr., Kid Jesus. But again, for Rock Lee here, he fails, I think, given his peer group, to show that effort is over genius. However, someone else does. Just hard work and dedication, and he has overcome genius. And it is as clear as day. And that someone is the phenomenal Studley, the best sensei in Naruto.
You are a loser?
Oh, yes indeed. But I made myself the equal of any ninja, even Kakashi.
Might Guy. Might Guy. His existence completely undercuts Rock Lee's existence. Because Might Guy is stronger than Kakashi, his rival. And he is a renowned genius throughout the entire shinobi world, Hatake Kakashi. And yet we see in the 4th Great Ninja War, the 8th Gate of Death open. A power so tremendous that even Maru Uchiha, the god of the verse at that time, acknowledged Might Guy's abilities and proclaimed him to be the strongest taijutsu practitioner. If you want the role model for effort over genius, you look no further than Might Guy. And Rock Lee? Well, we all know the answer to that. Rock Lee sucks. And that's it. Happy holidays.